Oh no, you guys, it's happening. Something is changing. Now, I've been noticing it for a few years now. Are the days of YouTube.com coming to an end? I'm thinking maybe so. At least the way things have been is coming to an end. Moving aside for a new way for your attention to become endeared. Society is going through the change. I've even changed a lot over the years, you guys. I've been trying to figure out the content creation game for over a decade, and after all that time, I gotta say, hey gang, welcome back to Egotastic FunTime. You know it's important because it's on the internet. Today's episode is sponsored by Shady Acres Elderly Orphanage. When they start yammering on about the good old days, ain't nobody got time for that. Drop them off at Shady Acres and go home happy. So after all these years with a YouTube presence, I finally think I'm starting to finding my groove. Now sometimes I do sit back and wonder why I even bother making content anymore. Like, what's the point? What's the actual purpose of putting effort into being a content creator when we live in a society where everybody is a content creator? It's just this never-ending flood of videos, posts, clips, trends, just an infinite scroll of noise. And unless you're out there producing cinematic, television quality masterpieces, it doesn't even matter. No one's watching. And I get it. I don't watch YouTubers anymore. Been there, done that. When I see yet another video thumbnail of someone making a disappointed face or pointing at text or holding their mouths open in a shocked expression, I instantly move on. It's all the same crap people have been trying for years in order to get views. All just so they can sit at the foot of their bed and talk about their opinions. I don't need people's opinions, I got my own opinions. Or they assume they can teach you something they don't even know about themselves. I'm sure I've done it a few times myself when I first started out. Hell, maybe I'm doing it right now. Personally, I just watch long-form videos that are either documentaries or social commentary based in some way. If you guys want to know about the harms of consumerism or why Gen Alpha kids totally suck, I'm your guy, okay? I've been at this for years. I've made bad videos. I've made okay videos. I've even made some videos that I thought were actually kind of okay, good. But does it matter? Lately, I even started shortening my videos, trimming the fat, trying to adapt. Under 4 minutes, I told myself, that's the sweet spot. But even then, you look at the stats, and I do look at the stats. And what do I see? 30-second watch times, maybe 40 seconds if I'm lucky. 30 seconds, that's all people have the patience for. It's not even their fault, it's just how we've been trained now. TikTok, Reels, Shorts, they've rewired our brains. So should I even be thinking about attempting to make content anymore? Should I just give up and start posting 15-second videos of me staring at myself in the bathroom mirror? No punchline, no structure, just vibes. That's what works now, right? Vibes. Point at some floating text, do a little dance, lip sync a trending song, let the algorithm sort it out. But here's the thing, I don't just make videos. I make an egotastic FunTime, whatever that means. I mean, I really don't know what it means, but I'm trying to figure it out. And if I'm gonna keep this going, which is my ultimate goal, to keep on going, because after all this time, I'm just barely figuring out what I want Egotastic FunTime to be. I have to figure out how to adapt without losing that. Maybe I do need to lean into the chaos of short form. Nah, social media videos are absolute garbage. Just brain rot fuel. Now I have become really keen on the idea of short form podcasts. It may not sound exciting or even remotely original, but it is something that feels like the right direction for me. And that's all that matters. What do I want to do? What am I excited to create? The video market has been claimed, you guys. Claimed by everyone with a smartphone. I still plan on putting out videos when I want to. Not when the algorithm wants me to, which is always, all the time, forever. No thank you. Sometimes I gotta leave the house. I gotta go to work. I gotta go take care of things and live some kind of life. I don't have time to make videos. Not all the time. Maybe I need to rethink everything. Or maybe, just maybe, I need to stop chasing the algorithm and start making the algorithm chase me. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely figuring it out, and that's the main point, right? The journey, not the end result. Figuring out is what I do. Stay right there. I'll be back after a word from today's sponsor.
Is Grandpa talking about old stuff again? You might need to take him to Shady Acres Elderly Orphanage. When they get too old, you gotta be bold. Shady Acres is the place to go. Shady Acres, they'll love it here. Shady Acres, we're totally not mean to old people. Drop them off and go home happy. Thanks, Shady Acres Elderly Orphanage. Now I got my time back, yay!
Hey gang, welcome back. So one thing I've been making sure I do in 2025 is watch more movies. Not just the same blockbuster stuff that keeps getting spewed out every week by the Hollywood superhero machine, but just regular, real movies. The regular, real movie my wife and I recently found was great. Especially as a hardcore Twilight Zone fan, which I am, this movie was perfect for me. I found it over on the Netflix, you guys. Leave the World Behind is a gripping, thought-provoking thriller that lingers in your mind long after the credits roll. Directed by Sam Esmail, I think that's how you say that name, I don't know. And based on a novel by Rumaan Alam, also I don't know if that's how you say that. These names are going to be killing me in this episode, you guys. So just bear with me, and if I mispronounce names, just know it's all part of the Egotastic FunTime. But this film masterfully blends psychological tension with social commentary, creating an experience that is as unsettling as it is engrossing. From the very start, the film pulls you in with its eerie, slow-building suspense. It isn't your typical apocalyptic thriller, okay? There are no grand explosions or over-the-top action sequences. Instead, Leave the World Behind thrives on quiet moments of dread, the kind that creep up on you and refuse to let go. The film's use of sound design and cinematography is exceptional, turning everyday occurrences like a glitching television and animal acting strangely into moments of pure unease. It's very Hitchcockian, you guys. The performances are nothing short of stellar. Julia Roberts, you've heard of her, and Ethan Hawke, you've also heard of him. They deliver nuanced, deeply human portrayals of a couple grappling with the unexplainable crisis, while Mahershala Ali, hope I got that name right, and Mayala, sorry, this is all new to me. These are new names to me. They add layers of complexity and intrigue to the story. Every character is flawed, yet relatable, making the reactions to the unfolding disaster feel all the more real. What truly sets this film apart is its unsettling ambiguity. It doesn't spoon-feed answers or rely on conventional storytelling. Instead, it forces the audience to sit down with the unknown, mirroring the very anxieties we face in the real world. The tension is psychological, built through uncertainty, misinformation, and the slow unraveling of trust. Leave the World Behind is a smart, chilling, and beautifully crafted film that challenges audiences to think beyond the screen. I'm still thinking about it right now. It's a must-watch for those who appreciate thrillers that don't just entertain, but leave you questioning everything. Oh, and I'm thinking about this one scene in the movie. I won't ruin it for you, but wow. You'll think twice about buying that electric car you've been pining after, okay? So check it out. I totally recommend it. Leave the World Behind. I dug it. Oh, now it's time to pay the bills.
What's that smell? Dang it, Grandpa! You couldn't wait? I think it's time to take you to Shady Acres Elderly Orphanage. When they get too old, you gotta be bold. Shady Acres is the place to go. Shady Acres, they'll love it here. Shady Acres, we're totally not mean to old people. Drop them off and go home happy. Thanks, Shady Acres Elderly Orphanage. My house smells way better, and I like that.
Welcome back to Egotastic FunTime. You know, the other day, I helped an old lady cross the road. Yeah, me, I did it, you guys, okay? I'm nice like that. And she was really sweet, and I enjoyed chatting with her. But when she started talking about how this part of town used to have a really popular movie theater called, I don't know what it was called, I stopped listening at that point. She was talking about old people stuff. But it was really sad. And so I knew it was her time. And because I knew that, I coaxed her into my car and took her to Shady Acres Elderly Orphanage. I didn't have time for that old people crap, but Shady Acres did. Thanks, Shady Acres. You know, speaking of movie theaters, I don't go to movies much anymore. I'm an adult, Jack. I've got bills to pay. Life is expensive, and let's be real, most movies these days don't exactly scream, drop everything and rush to the theater. But still, I can't deny it. There's something about going to the movies that still feels magical. I think back to when I was a kid going to the movies with my dad. That was a big deal for me. Walking into that dark, cavernous room where the screen felt massive, like it stretched on forever. The smell of popcorn hanging in the air, the anticipation buzzing in my chest as the previews rolled. And then, boom, the lights go down, the sound swells, and for the next couple of hours, the real world didn't matter. It was just me, my dad, my little brother, and whatever cinematic adventure we were about to embark on. And as I got older, it became something else. Going to the movies with my friends. It wasn't just about watching a movie, it was an event. Sneaking in candy, arguing over which seats were the best, middle row, middle seats, obviously. And then walking out after, hyped up, debating every moment. Whether the movie was great or a train wreck, it didn't matter. It was the experience of it. Now I go to the theater only every so often. And half the time it feels like I'm in someone's living room. People talking, checking their phones, crunching their popcorn like they're trying to break a world record. And sure, sometimes the movies themselves don't hit like they used to. But still, I believe in the magic of the theater. Because when it works, when you find that one movie, that one moment, it reminds you why theaters matter. When the right film, the right audience, and the right energy all come together, it's like stepping into another world. You don't get that same feeling sitting on your couch at home. So yeah, I don't go to the movies as much anymore, but I'll never stop believing in them. Because every now and then, that magic does come back, and when it does, there's nothing else like it. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today, and I talked about it. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and listening to my dumb show, you guys. It really does mean the world to me. I'm gonna leave you with a new tribute song by Quantum Horizons about one of my favorite memories as a kid going to the movies with my dad. All right, I hope you enjoy. Love you, bye-bye.
Through the rain, love will bring you home again. As the ship fades into the night, a boy still watches, bathed in light. Though time moves on, the love remains, and in our hearts he calls.